Okay, hopefully the audio is okay on this. This is all calculator work for this entry. You're going to go ahead and make sure you're in degree mode and go down here and make sure that degrees is highlighted here. And then these are all calculator problems. So if I want to take the second sine, which brings up sine inverse, let me try that again. Second sine, what's going on here? There we go. Second sine of 0.362. You can close your parentheses or not, does not matter. Okay, and here's my answer. Let's go ahead and round everything to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places means I'm going to go right there. And my answer for this first one will be 21.22 degrees approximately. Okay. Part B, same type of problem, but I'm going to go second tan. So tan inverse of negative 12.5. You may close your parentheses if you want. Don't have to, I believe. Okay, now I have a negative degree measure, and that's okay. So again, 2 decimal places would be right here. And I'm going to have approximately negative 85.4, and we're going to round up 3 degrees. And then I do the same thing on the problems over here. I'm going to move my calculator over. I'm going to do them a little bit quicker. So arc sine, remember this is exactly the same as sine inverse. And I would go second sine of 0.67. There's my, let's try that again, clear. Second sine. Oh, here we go, dang it. Second sine, there we go, of 0.67. I get this. And then second cosine of negative 0.23. Make sure you're doing a negative, not a subtraction sign. So this would be 42.07 degrees, and this would be approximately equal to 103. This would be 30 degrees. We'll round both numbers up. Okay, into the lesson. You should already have a tape-in that looks like this. You'll notice on this particular tape-in, my tangent goes all the way around the circle because I'm going to need to be able to go all the way around the circle. So refer to this real quick in your notes. And here's the first problem. We're doing compositions of trig functions, which means we have a trig function inside of a trig function. Okay, and then here in highlight, it says work inside the function first and then apply the outside. So basically what that means is I want to just do this like we did last class. So the cosine inverse of 1/2. You do remember that cosine means I only deal with this portion of the semicircle since it's an inverse. And then cosine tells me that I'm only looking at this first digit right here. And I'm looking up and I'm spotting 1/2. Nope, nope, boom, there it is. So all of this will turn into my angle degree measure here, which is pi over 3. And then I drop the tangent down. And I'm going to get rid of some of this. Okay, since it's not an inverse, I could care less about where it's on the unit circle. But I am going to this specific line, which is 60 degrees or pi over 3. And now I'm finding the tan. And the tan is always my outside number as completed in the unit circle. So we'll say equals square root of 3. And that's my final answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. Next question. I work on my way inside first. Cosine of 3/4. I find 3/4 on my unit circle, which is right here. Cosine is, again, the first number, and the first number is negative negative square root of 2 over 2. So all of this turns into negative square root of 2 over 2. and then I drop down the sine inverse. So now I'm going to take the sine inverse of this. And as you remember from last lecture, okay, sine inverse only deals with this portion of the circle. And sine is the second number I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a negative square root of 2 over 2. Negative probably down instead of up. And I notice it right here, negative square root of 2 over 2. And the angle measure that goes with it, instead of using 7 pi over 4, okay, my restrictions are it has to be between pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. I'm going to use the negative equivalence. So my answer here is negative pi over 4. Okay, part C. I'm going to delete all this stuff, clean this up a little bit. Again, we work our way inside. It is an inverse. So again, remember cosine inverses only deal with this upper portion of the circle. And again, I am looking for, okay, the first number to be that negative square root of 3 over 2. And I see it over here at 5 pi over 6. So all of this will turn into 5 pi over 6. And then I drop down the tangent of that. And I don't care about this half circle since I'm not dealing with an inverse, but I'm in the same spot. And the tangent of this is the stuff in purple. But this is a better answer because we rationalize the denominator. So my answer here would be negative square root of 3 over 3. Okay, 3 very similar problems. Working our way through. Okay, first one, sine of pi over 6. Here's pi over 6. Sine, you notice, is the first. So all of this here is going to turn into 1/2. And then I drop down my cosine inverse. And again, remember cosine inverse. Since it's an inverse, I can only focus on this section between 0 and pi. And I'm looking this time for cosine is going to be my first number in that list. And I'm looking for 1/2. And I see it right there. And my angle degree measure is pi over 3. Clean this up. Okay, same type of problem. No cosine, no inverse, there. So I find 4/3 pi, and 4/3 pi is going to be all the way down here at 240 degrees. And I'm looking for the cosine. Cosine will be the first number. So the first number is negative 1/2. So all of this turns into negative 1/2. And then I'm going to take the cosine inverse of that negative 1/2. And since we're dealing with inverses again, and it's cosine, I'm only looking on this upper section. But I'm still looking at the first number in the coordinates for the coordinate circle. And negative 1/2, you should notice, is right here. And the degree measure that goes with it is 2 pi over 3. And then last but not least, okay, the tangent of 3/4, here's 3/4. The tangent of that is negative 1. So all of this turns into negative 1. And then I'm going to take the tan inverse of that. And remember, tan inverse means I have to be on this semicircle, a lot like sine. And I'm looking for tan, and the only place I see that is right here. And I don't like 7 pi over 4 because I'd rather go in the negative direction. So my answer here is negative pi over 4. And then on to your homework.